Welcome to a breezy exploration of mind, movement, and memory, the kind of journey where therapy meets training and science gets a little playful. First, imagine the body as a living map of sensation and action. From sensorimotor psychotherapy to somatic experiences, our bodies learn to ride the waves of feeling, to notice where the energy pools at the shoulders of travels up the spine. It's all about sensorimotor feedback, listening to the body signals, tuning into some of the sensory cues, and letting the vestibular system help us find balance in the dance of daily life. Deep brain reorienting and multisensory integrated brainstem work together to keep us grounded, while midbrain regions and the enhancers of equine facility psychiatry remind us that healing can come from contact rhythm and a little bit of wisdom. If you like a good brain teaser, strap in for a sensorimotor training that supports the whole nervous system. Think of brain tissue and neural networks as a garden where cognitive functions, memory, attention, problem solving, and cognitive enhancement thrive with the right watering. Practice novelty and patience. We'll talk about cognitive domains, work memory, and memory consolidation. We'll now to the marvelous dance of hippocampus dentate gyrus and hippocampal circuits. External memory enhancement and cognitive training aren't just flashy terms. They're everyday tools that can help with memory enhancement, working memory, and even occasional non-cognitive symptoms that show up in daily life. In this garden, acetylcholinesterase inhibitors like rivastigmine pop up as one of several pharmacological notes that can modulate synapses and support memory tasks, while still leaving room for strategy, repetition, and meaningful practice. Now, wandering into the landscape of attention and language, the frontotemporal regions, anterior cingulate cortex, and left inferior frontal gyrus play a chorus with the temporal part of the cortex. Meditation practices commonly braid into this, mixing prefrontal cortex activity with the hippocampus and insula. It's not just about quiet moments, it's about the orchestration of cognitive enhancement through steady focus, strategic planning, and mindful awareness. And when we talk about language and memory, we're not just naming things, we're training auditory and oral language skills, mapping how memory tasks can become easier with deliberate training, and recognizing that effective cognition often lies at the intersection of attention, perception, and memory. On the sensorimotor stage, the story continues with the pathways and plasticity. The corticospinal tract delivers movement with precision, motor evoke potential, signaling our capacity to respond in real time. Some of the sensory feedback shape how we adjust. Sensorimotor plasticity and the modulation of synaptic strength rewrite the rules of how action and perception pair up. So if you're ever tempted to sum it all up in one word, think connectivity. The body connects with the brain connects with the experience connects with memory, attention, and meaning. It's a big role of nature, complexity that feels effortless. Once you listen to the continuing, exploring, training, and growing, with curiosity as our compass and movement as our language, because the best stories about the mind aren't about being perfect. They're about becoming more alive, one sensory motor insight at a time.